Hello, this is going to be first video in a series I'm going to call Story Time with Cronose Prime. And yes, I know that rhymes. I'm going to be playing Farming Simulator and harvesting potatoes. This mod's really cool because it adds a second row, a second row harvester thingy on the harvester. That was a profound statement. Anywho, I might as well get to the stories. I'm going to start this with something that happened at Big Bend, the community college where I took my CDL class. And for those of you who don't know, CDL is commercial driver's license, basically semi-trucks. It was a good class, great teachers, and there are no potatoes right there. It's hard to tell because sometimes you can't really see where they are and where they aren't. I mean, there's some that I always miss, mostly on the edges. Oh, there's some, and now they're gone. Oh, but there's some right there. Nope. Anywho, we would go driving through the town I live in, and the air conditioning was broke in our road truck, the one that we usually took out driving. And so we took one of the older junky ones that they use on the yard to practice shifting, so it was pretty beat up, while the other one's air conditioning was getting fixed. And this was in the summer, and we were driving by a bunch of kids doing a car wash. And the teacher, I wasn't driving, it was another guy, and the teacher said, well, the kids all ran out onto the sidewalk and started doing the thing, you know, the signal for the truck driver to blow the horn, and the teacher's like, okay, blow the horn, and the guy who was driving pulls on the cord, and it just pops right out of the ceiling. And so he thought really quick and pressed the like the car horn, like the electric horn on the steering wheel, and it goes mee. And the teacher looks down and shakes his head, and like, oh, that was embarrassing. That was really funny. And then we had to drive by him like 3 more times because we were going around in this loop, and they never came out after that. Another thing that happened, there was this other guy. He got kicked out of the class, and he deserved to because he was disrespectful to the teachers and very disrespectful to the equipment. You get 2 strikes in that class and then you're out. So the first thing that he did, he ran over some I don't know, like sides to a flatbed trailer. And he didn't tell the teachers. And the teacher saw it too. I saw it. And he just ran over it and didn't care. So that was strike 1. When we were practicing backing up, he had, we were going inside for lunch. And I'd parked my truck. I was walking inside. And that guy was still out there now. I was thinking, you know, if I leave him out here, he's going to do something stupid. And I go inside. Oh, wait, what? I don't remember. This was last summer, so it was quite a while ago. I think I went inside. Or maybe I got to the door. I know one of the other guys in the class, he was actually from Africa, in that general area. He'd already been driving trucks there, and he decided to move to the United States and started driving here. But he was out there. And I'm not sure if it was me. Well, he heard a loud scraping noise, so I ran outside with him, and we found that guy out by his. They had a water truck to water down the gravel pit that the gravel drive that we were driving on, and the guy, he he wasn't watching where his trailer was going when he was going to park the truck, and it ran up the side of the wheel well on the tanker trailer, and completely. And the weird thing was, well, it wasn't weird, it was bad. He was like right up against it, and he decided, well, maybe I can just, pull it off of there. So he kept going forward, and it just climbed up onto the tanker trailer. It was up there a ways, and it tore it all to shreds because it was a flatbed trailer, and all the strap things where, like, the straps go on the flatbed trailers to tie everything down, that had just torn into the tanker trailer. It was bad. And so after that, he got kicked out of the class. And now that wasn't the last I heard from him or saw him. About a couple months, not a couple months, earlier last month. No, it was earlier than that. Yeah, it had to be 2 months ago. I was gonna start working for this company that I'm with now, National Frozen Food, driving trucks for them. And I went to orientation, and guess who I saw there? It was that guy. And I don't even remember his name. I don't think he remembered me either. Oh, dang it, where did those potatoes go? They're gone. I'm just gonna scrape across the field, see if I can find it. Whee! Yeah, I think I got them all. But, okay, so I saw him at orientation, and they were calling out they had stacks of paperwork for us. And they said, okay, truck drivers, raise your hand. 3 of us in the room, there were probably 15 of us. There was 3 truck drivers, we all raised our hands. And we were starting doing the paperwork, and the lady who was giving us the orientation left to let us finish our paperwork. And I had asked a question about my age, because I'm only 19, and I thought they might have had an age requirement for their truck drivers. She said no. And he said, how did you get, and the guy, he's like, how did you get your CDL so young? And either he didn't remember who I was, or he thought I didn't remember who he was. And I just said, well, I passed the class. And I didn't want to, anger him or something. He seemed like the kind of guy to get angry over unimportant things. Where am I going with this? Through a tree. And so, oh crap, I forgot. This is just sitting here. I need to be cultivating this field. Well, I can get the computer. And so, he didn't say much after that. And so, and that's not the end of it either. A couple days ago, I was working night shift on corn. And I was one of the latest drivers. I wasn't allowed to go home till like 8 o'clock at night. So at about in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, it was night for me. But am I trying to thought derail? I say that a lot. Oh yeah, I was gonna get the potato thing. Oh, okay. So I was out in the field. It was going to be my last load of the day. I was tired. And then, lo and behold, who do I see driving the corn combine? The one that's come here. Well, wait. No. Let me back up a bit. Back up a bit. I'm not a rapper. And I don't like Snickers. Ho. Bad puns. I had been driving onto the field. The first truck, or the truck that was before me, just left. This was a cornfield. And I hope he saw what I did, because it was hilarious. Well, I mean, I thought it would be something he'd like to see, because I could just rub it in his face. I wouldn't do that. I'm not that mean. Well, some people might say that. I try not to be. Anywho, he was, he was down the field a ways, I think, and I was coming up the field, and there was a hill, and these trucks that we were driving, they're kind of small and weak. They're not meant for, like, you know, field work. I don't think there's any semi-truck meant for field work, but there was this hill, and it had been all ground down by, you know, dug in. There was big trenches where the other trucks had been. And as I was driving up the hill, I was getting stuck. And so as my truck was stopping, I quick threw it in reverse, and gravity just dragged me down. And I backed it up perfectly a little ways and got onto this harder ground and got up the hill and turned around and parked. And I hope he saw that, because it was awesome. But anywho, he comes along in the corn harvester, and he kind of gives me this look like, holy crap, it's you. And I'm just standing there on the field all smugly, kind of tired, waiting to go home. And he's glaring at me the entire time. And he dumps his, because the corn harvesters, they harvest full ears of corn and dumps it into this hopper. And ba-da-ba-ba. Oh good, it's almost done. Oh, I know what I should do. Wait. Should be getting planting. It dumps it into the back of the truck, and we usually get 3 or 4 hopper fulls. And I don't think he looked at the hopper the entire time. I think he was just glaring daggers at me. He probably did see what I did, though. Because I developed some good skills in truck driving. I don't mean to toot my own horn. I think there's a joke in there somewhere, because you know, trucks have horns. Never mind. What was I saying? This is why I'm not allowed to tell stories during dinner. So I might as well do it on YouTube. Oh, wait a minute, let's see what's... Corn starts in 2 days. Well, I can't do any of that, so... I have no barley in my storage, I might as well do barley again. That's what I did the last 2 rounds of planting. Or 3, actually, because I just had a great demand for it, and I got a ton of money. Bought a new tractor, well, you know, a new old tractor. So he would just glare daggers at me the entire time he was dumping. And then he drove off and started harvesting corn again. Oh man, I'm on lima beans right now. And once lima beans is done, I hope I get to go back on corn and show off some awesome driving skills to that guy. And I think the reason why I did so well is because I respected the teachers and I listened. And he didn't listen at all. And the first day he was driving with one of the teachers there, he's a really good teacher. He's like the king of backing. He could back that thing into a cardboard box for like crayons. And like a full trailer, that's what I mean. And the first day driving with him, the shifting was terrible. Well, he should have gone on the first day of driving, but because that he was a terrible, his logbook was terrible, because we practiced logbooks in class, and his logbook was so bad, and the teacher just kind of chucked it at him and said, "All right, Luke, show me your logbook," and mine was satisfactory enough to let me drive that day. But the next day, the other guy went out, and Randy, the teacher, just yelled at him constantly. I wasn't there, but I heard it was quite violent. But he was disrespectful when we were doing like classwork too, like going over rules and whatnot. But there was something else about him. About I guess that's it. Hopefully I'll be able to make more of these. I have a couple more stories I want to tell. but I don't want to make the videos too long, because I tend to make long videos. But whatever. I probably won't be able to get to it anytime soon because I work all day long. And then I go to sleep and I get up and work all day long. At least when I'm doing lima beans. I mean because lima beans I've got consistent scheduling on that. And when I was working nights on corn. But it's a fun job. I really like it. Why is that going all the way over there? There's no grass here. Stupid AI! And with that, I will cut it off. Like a diseased hand. Wow, where did that come from? Bye! Thanks for watching.